Welcome to Juice and Sausage Leaveover, a show named as such because I couldn't find the word leftovers in my magnetic poetry kit. This is a show all about working with what you got. I've been working it with what I got all my life, baby. It's been a year since my last episode. A lot has changed. I've turned into Joshua Wiseman. I lost the word juice, so welcome to the Sausage Leaveover. But if you saw my last episode, you would recall that I said this at the end. I have some old KFC in the fridge and I want to make some chicken noodle soup out of it. What better time than now to do it? Last night I ordered a full fried chicken meal with all the little sides and bits and pieces, and today I think we can make something super duper scrumptious out of it. Let's check out the ingredients, shall we? Macaroni salad, jalapeno poppers with sour cream, onion rings, spicy and sweet chicken wings, and of course, the fried chicken on a bed of French fries. We want to take off the meat that we're actually going to put in the final product and take the bones and all the other bits and start making a stock. What would you suck at cooking do? Oh my God. Okay, wow. Okay, so we're going to do the same for the chicken wings. Here we go. Okay. Another thing that we got with our order last night was 2 little sides of coleslaw. I'm gonna save one. Now it's a little vinegary. So what I'm gonna do is just sort of rinse it in vinegar or in water for a moment. We kind of just want to take it for the vegetable properties, and then, oh my God, take that and put that right in. 4 or 6 cups of water to it, put it on the stove, bring it to a boil. While we're at it, we got these beautiful onion rings. I'm gonna separate all the onions from the breading and add a couple of those in the stock as well. That ratio of onion to breading is way, way different than I thought. I'm gonna want some of these onions for later, so I'm only gonna take maybe half of them, but let's go ahead and put these in our stock. Okay, and in those go. We're gonna let that boil. Anyone who's had a cream of type soup will know that it starts with a base of flour, milk, and the stock. I think it's called a roux. So I'm going to do a quasi roux mixed with a bit of a French fry soup. Take a minute to Google that because it's pretty wild. All right, here goes that. The onions I'm going to add back in at the end. The good chicken I'm going to add back in at the end. And the macaroni I will deal with in a moment. So what we have left is the onion ring skin, the sour cream, the jalapeno poppers, the chicken skin, and the French fries. I'm thinking all of this cut up, cream cheese, sour cream, fuck it, jalapenos, everything. This is going to serve as the sort of creamy base that will build the stock to on top of it later. So let's just give this a first chop through. So we'll transfer all this into the Dutch oven. So in that goes. I don't think it's gonna need any oil, given how goddamn greasy all this is. What's next? Oh fuck, I just gotta wait. Oh God, dead air. Make a joke. I just say greasy, easy. No, abort. Just say, now we're playing the waiting game. So now we just play the waiting game. So these are all the bits that are going to go in at the very end. Definitely the onions I want to put in as they are. This, I'm going to give a little rinse. There would be no chicken soup without the noodle. I don't know about the dressing that's on here. I'm going to rinse it off. I'm basically going to rinse it off. So we just have macaroni. Last step, we want to dig through this, find the best pieces of chicken, cut them up, and make them look all pretty. Just picking through to make sure I didn't miss any cartilage, knots, any gross bits. There's the cream of the crop. All right, I'm totally flying by the seat of my pants here, but I think it's time we pull out the blender. So into the blender, we're gonna put all of our potato mixture, the whole container of sour cream, 1.5 jalapeno poppers with the jalapenos in them, and then a little bit of water. It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. This is very pasty. I'm gonna take a little bit of the stock, run it through a sieve. looks pretty good. So now it's just a matter of assembly. We got our roux here, just thirsty for that juice. We got our macaroni and our onions, and we got our chicken there. And the broth. And run it through. Oh God, that's like a greasy steam. Shit. It's fucking fried chicken steam. Okay, motherfucker. Make sure all that's dripped out. All right, we're gonna cover that. Let that sit for another 10 minutes, stirring occasionally. The idea is to mix in the broth with all the white goopy stuff. I'm 30 now, you know. I hold down a fairly respectable job. I swear. This isn't what I always wanted to do with my life, you know? I had dreams. When I was 5, I wanted to be a fire truck. Hey, my lens is unfogged. That's pretty nice. So you can see it's made like this beautiful reduction. It's looking pretty fucking good. Last step, I'm gonna mix in that macaroni with the coleslaw and the inside of the onion rings and the chicken. Crack and pepper. And there you have it. Cream of fried chicken soup made entirely out of ingredients found in your kitchen. I really need a ladle. You know what? I'm having a cider. Cider's good, but it's no beer. And I can't drink beer anymore because I'm getting older. The janitor of my body is just flipping off all the switches. To quote Brian Regan,
"It seems like everything on my inside wants to be on my outside."
First off, overwhelming odor of jalapeno popper. I think that might have been a bad move. The broth is sandy. I think whatever I used in the roux, I didn't cook down enough, I didn't blend down enough. It's got like a real sandy consistency. Dude, my hamburgers had a sandy consistency. Oh, but then the problem is you get through the bun and the crisp, and then what you're left with is like this salty sand. Gotta stop cooking with sand. And it tastes exactly like a jalapeno popper and French fries. It's really just jalapeno popper and French fries. I think I need to establish a rating rubric. Mouthfeel. The texture, garbage. 3.5 out of 10. Flavor, pretty fucking good, to be honest. I'd say an 8, maybe a 7.5. Yeah. Feasibility, it was a lot of work. I'd rather just have eaten the core ingredients. So maybe 4. Let's do some quick math on that. 0.4, so that's a 48%. I guess that's a fail. Shit. Not worth it. The flavor's good, but the amount of work it took me to get here, I would never do it again. Thus concludes today's episode of the Juice and Sausage Leaveover. Don't worry, I'm gonna eat that. You know, I pickled some eggs the other day. I don't know if you guys have ever had a pickled egg before. Worth it. All right, well, I gotta go water my eggplant. But you know what else waters its eggplant? B-roll. Today we're making soup out of fried chicken. Ouch, jeez. Now I'm covered in hair.